Hey guys, it's me. I look horrible probably, and I've bummed around all day, and we actually had some nice weather, and I'm all congested from sinuses, so I apologize. I'm here today to look at the, hey, what religion are you question. It seems to be a very popular question, at least where I live. In small communities, I've noticed it tends to be asked more than if you were in bigger cities. Just my personal experience. I've spent the last year looking for a label, looking for something to call myself, a group to belong to. I think as humans, we have a natural yearning to belong to something bigger than ourselves and to have that communion with other human beings of similar beliefs. I think that that's natural. So I spent so much time going through all these different religions and all these different beliefs, convinced that I would find something that just sat well with me and everything would be good and I would be that one thing. I would be Buddhist or a Christian, and if I was Christian, I would be this branch. For those of you that don't know, I was born into a Catholic/Wesleyan family. I was baptized and confirmed Catholic, the whole nine, and when I started going to church more and started thinking more and watching YouTube videos, I really started to question everything. And the last, my exodus from the church was really, I can't be part of something that is suppressing other human beings. The gay marriage thing is big for me, even though I'm not gay. I can't justify going and sitting in a pew. Even if they're not talking about it in that church, they're still supporting things like Prop 8 and keeping people down. And if you sit in a pew and say nothing, I think you support it. So that's the reason for, my exodus. It was all issues like that built up that I decided not to be a part of it anymore. But back to the what religion are you question. Did anybody else feel this need to have this label on them? I have a lot of beliefs that come from Buddhism. I practice meditation. I listen to the Dalai Lama. I read his books. I think he's wonderful. I learn from the teachings of Buddha. I believe in karma. There's a lot from Buddhism that I draw, but I wouldn't call myself Buddhist. The same with love and charity and preaching that message. I agree with Jesus' teachings on that, but I'm not a Christian. Just like with, I'm very interested in the occult and in spellcraft and the Wheel of the Year and the way that nature works, but I'm not Wiccan. I'm very eclectic, and I draw from everything, and I don't know if it's because I have such a huge knowledge base. I've been reading about other religions since I was 12, because Christianity never sat right with me. I was always looking for something else, and something that made sense. So I take from all these things now, and like I said, I'm definitely eclectic, and I'm a universalist. I would say I don't think any path is wrong. I think it's what you do with the path that makes it right or wrong for you. I have trouble. I guess my issue with identifying myself as one religion or another comes from, being educated about so many things and seeing so many good things in so many things. The 13 Goals of a Witch, I think, are great. You should absolutely know yourself. You should absolutely meditate. You should absolutely be, kind and compassionate, like the Dalai Lama teaches. You should love your neighbor and give, like Christianity teaches. I have a problem when it comes to, my Facebook page right now says I'm agnostic. And what I say when I mean agnostic, I'm not agnostic about the existence of God. I'm agnostic about the character of God. I don't know if there's one God or if there's many gods. My core belief is that God is not a human being. God is a huge energy source that contains both female and male characteristics. I don't know what belief system that falls in. I've read so many, they all just kind of go together in my head. Lost my light. So that's my belief about that. I think we've given God human characteristics because it makes us feel more comfortable when we're trying to relate to something so vast and so huge that you can't possibly relate to it on your own. But I don't think we actually know, the character. If you look at all the religions of the world, the main thing that changes is the character of God across culture. The core teachings and beliefs of all religions are the same. They teach love, compassion, do unto others as you would do to yourself. In a way, Christianity even teaches a similar concept to karma, where you're going to pay for, you reap what you sow. The same concept. So there's all these common threads, and the only thing different across religions that people fight over is God's character. God's character changes across culture. That's what I'm agnostic about. I cannot find a religion. I don't know what God's character is because I've never met God. You see characteristics obviously in nature and in you and I. I think God is compassionate and loving and all, merciful from what I see. Human capacity to have that. But I don't know. I have trouble identifying myself with something that is going to define the character. And a lot of people, when I say that, they're like, well, what is the big deal? God's character. It doesn't matter if you're following the teachings. It does matter what you think God's character is, because that determines so much in the culture you live in your society, in your daily life, and you don't even know it. Things like abortion. I'm not saying whether I agree or disagree with any of these. This is strictly examples to my point. Abortion, gay marriage, the blue laws, which were laws on the books. I don't know exactly what's current and what's not anymore, but they were determined on Christian values and beliefs. They would tell you what days you could and could not do certain things. The character that we have given God determines so much of how we view other people, how we treat other people. Because I'm sorry, how you view somebody is directly linked to how you treat them. At least for me, it would be very hard for me to think that what someone's doing is so sinful and hateful and still be so nice to them. It determines so much. It has taken basic, like the gay marriage issue, it has taken basic civil rights from people away because of what we think God defines as good and evil, what we think the character of God is, what we think God does not like. That's my issue. So when someone says, what religion are you? I don't know. I am everything and at the same time nothing. I'm technically Catholic, but I'm not at all Catholic. Like, what do you say to that when you have this thought process going on? Did anybody out there have anything similar happen? I'm going to run out of time, so I have to end this, and I can't go on with my thought process. Maybe I'll make a part 2. I have so much more to say, but did anybody else feel anything like this or struggle with this? And how did you, kind of piece together calling yourself something and associating your belief system so strongly with something with all these other issues going on? Or did you just choose to remain spiritual and have it not be important? I know it's a superficial need to be part of something and belonging. At least I logically know that, but that doesn't mean that, you don't seek it. So what do you think? And let me know if you experienced anything similar at all. All right, thank you. Bye.